welcome back to my channel. I'm Learning Living Happy. That looks quite cool. This is going to be a bit of a different video. I'm going to be giving you guys a bit of an update and a bit of a, not an announcement, but just something, a decision that I've made and a change that I'm making that I want to share with you guys that I think is quite important. Let's just get it out, let's just do it. Okay, so a few days ago I made the decision to contact Amelia Thompson, and she runs a nutrition coaching program. And if you do know me, you're probably thinking, why is she going to a nutrition coach? I'm actually doing a nutrition course. I'm quite knowledgeable in nutrition. I do have a bit of an evidence-based background. Anyway, I've been thinking about doing it for a while, getting a nutrition coach. It's not just any nutrition coach, it's the program specialises really in mindfulness and healing your relationship with food and your body. And I know to people on the outside who do follow me on Instagram, or even my family for example, they probably think I have everything under control and I have my stuff together, only because I do know more than the average person in nutrition, and my diet is healthy, and I've come a long way with my mental health in terms of recovering from my eating disorder, and I'm by no means in a bad place, or in as bad of a place as I was then. The reason I'm reaching out for help in getting a nutrition coach that does specialise in those areas is because I feel like I've hit a bit of a plateau where I'm much better than where I was, but I'm not where I want to be. And there's just a few changes that I feel like I've struggled to try and implement on myself, and just acknowledging that I do need that push, and I do need that emotional support and practical support to help me implement the last few changes that I feel like will benefit me and hopefully just change my life. And I know that sounds quite extreme, like what do you mean change your life, but just to really change my mindset, change some thoughts that I have, change some behavioural things that I know aren't so healthy for me, both physically and mentally. As I said, I have come a long way, but I'm not where I want to be. This isn't coming from a place of weight loss, like I'm not doing this to lose weight whatsoever. My body might not even change in this whole process, in this whole program, and that really, it's not an aesthetic goal that I want. It's a lifestyle change, and it's a thought process change, it's cognitions, it's my behaviour that just needs some tweaking and management and support to get me to a place both physically and mentally. Making this decision was quite a hard thing to do because I don't really like spending money on myself, especially for these type of things. And I know quite a lot of us feel the same way. Like if you're feeling ill, you're reluctant to call the GP because it's just you and you know that it's going to pass, and it crops up in other areas of your life. Like I know for me at university, when I was in accommodation, obviously I've come home now, but like cooking for yourself and cooking like elaborate meals, you just don't want to do it because you don't really see the point. And I do feel like it's not a bad thing, but I feel like it can be an issue because you don't want to keep pushing things aside and leaving things in the background just because it's you and it doesn't really matter. If anything, it matters more, especially if you have the tendency to compare yourself to others and saying, well, you're not as worse off as other people, so why do you need to do it? Why, like, you just see it as something you don't really need to do. You put yourself first, and I do understand that it is you can feel not awkward but weird spending money on yourself for something that's not so tangible. I think I'm making this video as an encouragement to let you know that you should be putting yourself first sometimes. Not even being selfish. Doing something for you doesn't mean you're being selfish, and spending money on yourself isn't you being selfish. That's you putting yourself first, putting your health first. And if you're doing that, that's never a bad thing. It's never a bad thing to take a few hours out of the day for you because you needed that extra time to wind down, you wanted to exercise. It's not a bad thing if you do want to take time to make yourself a nice meal and cook with quality ingredients. It's not you being selfish. So I do encourage you to do that, and I do encourage you to invest in things that will change your life for the better. Like I'm doing this, and I'm making the decision to invest in a nutrition coach, especially with a program that specialises in what they do, because I feel like it's something that will change my life for the better. Thinking in terms of the future, and I know if I don't deal with the problem, it's not like it's a big problem, but as I said, I'm not where I want to be, and I know if I leave these issues, no matter how big or small they are in the background, then they're never really going to get solved, and they're never really gonna fix themselves, which is something we tell ourselves, that we think, oh, these things will just fix and it's okay, whatever, just let them be. But some things you do have to address, and I think it's important that you know that you shouldn't feel bad for doing that. This might be a bit too much information, and one of the other reasons that I'm doing this is because I've actually suffered with hypothalamic amenorrhea for 3.5 years, and that's basically just, I've had missing periods for around over 3 years now, which obviously is not the healthiest, and it did really start when I was approaching weight loss in the wrong way, and I did get I was diagnosed with anorexia. It's been quite a few years now. I just wanted to put it out there that if you do have missing periods or really irregular periods and you're not on the pill, do go to the GP and do contact someone, because there's multiple reasons that your period could be missing, but it's not something to leave in the background. It is a serious issue, and it can lead to other health problems as well. So although you might be thinking, oh my god, she doesn't bleed every single month, like it's a serious problem, and you don't take it as an advantage. Get it sorted. Yeah. In October last year, I went to a specialist, and she gave me advice, but for me, I have taken on some of the things, but just it's been hard for me to implement things behaviourally and to really change my habits and be okay with them cognitive wise, if that makes sense. There's also some other behavioural habits that I've fallen into, and they might not even be habits, it might be things that I engage in because of physiological reasons, hormonal reasons, cognitive reasons, and there's just many elements to the problems that I'm facing. And because I've navigated my journey on my own for quite a long time, I do believe that getting someone else other than myself to just give me that support, who knows what they're talking about, who have helped many people like me. I just wanted to say as well, like, even if you do feel like you are knowledgeable and you do know your stuff, that doesn't mean you can't get help and you can't get support. Even the smartest people, they still get help from others. And when I was saying earlier about spending money on yourself, it's not even just spending money, it's realising and doing something for you. That could be just going to a friend and speaking to them about your problems. Like, it's easy to just shy away from that because you might not be the type of person to ask people for help, and maybe because of what others would think, but at the end of the day, you should be prioritising yourself, because it is your life, it is your well-being, it's your mental health. You should be putting yourself first, and it's okay to do that. And again, that's not you being selfish. So I made this video because I think I want to document the whole process. So I work with my coach for around, the minimum is 3 months, and I want to give in like weekly or monthly updates about how things are going, basically, like what are the things that are shifting in my mindset, if anything does change, which hopefully it does, and things that I find beneficial, things that are useful, things that I'm enjoying, and things that maybe are quite hard, that I've been finding difficult to implement and stuff. And I am quite excited because I do feel like, as I said, I have been in kind of like a plateau with my recovery, and I feel like it will just be the next step that just gets me that step closer to where I want to be, because I know that for the future, in the long term, it will help me. So in that sense, I am excited and I'm looking forward. I am quite positive. I want to stay tuned on my journey and how I'm going, and keep on with the updates, which now that it just sounds very, then please subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, follow me on my Instagram at Learning Living Happy, because that's where I share quite a lot of content too. If you have any questions for me, then leave them below or DM me on Instagram. I'll also leave a link below to the website of the company that I'm going through and using. Her name is Amelia Thompson, and she's incredible, just incredible. If you're into like nutrition, but like not crap nutrition, like actual evidence-based nutrition with compassion, and she's just amazing. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching. My throat. This is my second time recording this, by the way. I didn't like the first one. Probably been speaking for like 40 minutes.
Food.
Look at my bright pink. I look like I have abs. I don't.
Okay, bye.